If you're a football fan, you know the Club World Cup is happening across the US. But even with the superstars on the field, some matches' ticket sales has been sluggish. Well, FIFA has slashed prices for some matches. In one case, fans can see the opening game for as little as $4, and that is a deep drop from the $349 ticket price seen after the tournament draw in December. Well, part of the problem is the broader economic pressures caused by tariff policy. Tariffs are pushing up prices on everyday goods, and that means Americans are tightening their belts, cutting back on things like entertainment. Well, of course, tariffs aren't the only factor. Pricing strategies, matching scheduling, and immigration policies are also play a role in slow ticket sales. The latest data show that US retail sales fell by 0.9% in May, and that's the second straight month of decline. Spending at restaurants and bars, the only service sector category in the retail report, has fallen by most since early 2023. A new survey from consumer financial services company Bankrate showed that more than half of Americans expect to spend less on fun purchases this year, including travel, dining out, and entertainment, citing inflation and recession worries. Well, I talked to a friend who's lived in the US for nearly 10 years. She said tariffs has made inflation worse, but instead of just telling me, she showed me that in some cities, a carton of milk now costs about $8 and a single cucumber goes for over $3. So when groceries are that expensive, skipping a football game becomes an easy decision. And historically, lower consumer confidence leads to less discretionary spending, especially on things like vacation. And the tourism data backs that up. According to Bloomberg, every single week through March this year, Americans have spent less on airfares and hotels compared to the same time in 2024. And it's not just domestic demand that is down. Trade tensions and tough immigration policies are also keeping international tourists away. According to the US Travel Association, international arrivals to the US dropped about 14% in March. He also stressed that every 1% drop in visitor spending costs the economy about $1.8 billion a year. If the current trends holds, the US could lose up to $21 billion in travel export revenue by year's end. And that will be a serious blow to the broader economy, because service trade is a cornerstone of the US economy, making up more than 1/3 of the total export and supporting millions of jobs across sectors like travel, tourism, and entertainment. So while football stars may still be magic on the field, it's the economy and tariffs that are benching the fans. As inflation-aware consumers come back and international tourists look elsewhere, the message is clear. Tariff policy choices have ripple effect far beyond the trade table.